Has this ever happened to you? You want to play Minecraft with your favorite shader pack when all of a sudden your PC turns into a thermonuclear explosion? Well, do I have the product for you? Optifine. With its all-new revolutionary way of rendering shaders, you can now run Minecraft on 2 frames per second instead of 1.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. This is Iris Shaders, the most used shader mod on Fabric right now, working together in close tandem with the most used optimization mod called Sodium. The question is, how did we get here? How did we go from seeing Optifine as a jack of all trades to the master of none? Well, my friends, I'm here to explain just that. So grab a seat, grab some drinks or some snacks, and allow me to explain to you how Iris paved the way for a whole new generation of shader packs and allowed us to play Minecraft in the way that we wanted. But first, why don't you subscribe? It's free and it makes my monkey brain very happy. And if the concept of free things insults you personally, we also have paid memberships where you can watch bloopers and get early access to these videos. Okay, cringe YouTuber stuff out of the way, let's go. First up, you might want to know what Iris is, and fair on you. Iris is a mod for Minecraft you can download right here on their official website with an installer, or the raw mod on Motherant and CurseForge if you already have Fabric installed. It's available for all Minecraft versions from 1.16 up to 1.21. But more importantly to understand this video is that Iris is open source compared to its closed sourced spiritual predecessor Optifine. Though another important fact is that this mod requires another mod called Sodium to run, as it relies on Sodium's optimizations to speed up the game in a way that the impact of running a shader pack through Iris is not as big. And if you're new to this, I recommend just getting this needy installer you see on screen, and that way you can get Fabric, Sodium and Iris all in one package directly on your Minecraft client. And if you want to know what Sodium does specifically, hey, you can watch this video right here. With about 25 million downloads across Motherant and CurseForge as far as we can see, it's safe to say that CodeBot struck gold when they made Iris shaders. But why did they make this mod? Well, according to the Iris website, coders saw a big gap in the Minecraft community, especially in the graphical department. See, Optifine was the biggest, if not the only player in the optimization and shading scene. Because of this, most shaders, to this day, are built for Optifine's way of handling rendering and shading. Most other competing mods at the time either died out due to lack of support from either the community, who didn't want to have to deal with another mod just to get shaders running, or from shader pack developers who didn't see the point of developing and supporting a niche mod to render their hard work in. So it turned into an endless cycle of no support because of no shaders and no downloads because of the same reason, and then it just died. That was until Iris came around. And it's not a coincidence that most optimizations and newer ways of handling things has happened when Fabric released. You'll see that in up and coming videos and previous videos. Iris had a trump card which made it survive. It could run Optifine shaders natively because they did something very, very impossible, almost magic-like. They figured out the Optifine docs. What you are seeing right now is the NeoForge documentation, which I've seen referred to by many developers as some of the best written documentation out there. Now let's type in Optifine docs and take a look at... Oh god. At least Neo's docs, I could understand what the was going on. But Optifine's docs are impossible to navigate or even understand what is going on if you're not already familiar with it. But Lunar, why is this important? Well, for the same reason that you can't learn to cook out of a badly written cookbook, you can't really learn to code for a specific project if you don't have good documentation. Optifine docs were notoriously bad, as you just saw, and not even like graphically. Sometimes they are blatantly wrong in some places. So without looking directly at the code, as you can't really do that, you can't really know what is working and what not, and how things work and getting handled in the code. So they sacrificed their firstborn goat to the Java gods and got it working. That's as much of an explanation you're gonna get from me. Though as much as this was a breakthrough at its time, Iris for 1.17 completely scratched this system in favor of a new system called GLSL Transformer made by this guy. This program handles all the 1.17 plus patches required by Iris. In 1.17, Mojang added their own vanilla shaders. Thus, Iris decided to make use of this and scratch their old system in favor of GLSL Transformer. This program handles the 1.17 patching required by Iris, such as making the shaders you are using to be able to fill the gaps that vanilla shaders would naturally fill, as well as just adding sodium-specific shaders. This also allows pack developers to not just think about what the end user is going to use to render their shaders with, as with most mod developers. They just follow Optifine standards, and Iris's powerful patcher does the rest. Ironically, this is the most unified I've seen anything be in the modding space for Minecraft for mod loaders, yet the shader community can just get it together. Awesome, keep doing that. And while there are plans for an Iris-specific shader pack, to put it simply, many developers are just not ready to let Optifine go for the simple reason that it's still used by a lot of people, especially on Forge and older versions of Minecraft, though there are alternatives that I will come back to later. But let us circle back a little bit. Iris was created by Coder, who laid the foundation for this entire mod to work. Now Iris is maintained by a familiar face in the modding scene, and to the people who watch my videos regularly, they'll also know this person. IMS, or Instant Messaging System, that's not actually their name, now maintains Iris in conjunction with Sodium, with Coder essentially losing interest and now being hired by Lunar Client. Wait a second, I didn't hire him. Either way, funnily enough, the story of how IMS got involved is pretty inspirational for me at least. They joined the Discord early on without any Java knowledge, then self-taught themselves into the position they are right now, the big boss. In either case, Iris is rightfully one of the most used shader mods out there. But what if you don't use Fabric? Maybe you play on Forge or NeoForge. Well, just like Sodium, thanks to its open source nature, it has allowed its innovation to spread to other platforms with a port called Oculus. It forked from Iris to recreate its magic on Forge and NeoForge. But with all the good stuff out of the way, let's get some bad stuff in here. Not every pack is compatible. Wisdom and V shaders and Musk Rose are on the list of not compatible shaders. For various reasons, none of them I understand well enough to explain. Besides from that, there are still some mods that conflict with Iris, especially mods that do some sort of weird rendering or shadering themselves. It also doesn't work with all drivers out there, especially on Mac OS devices. And perhaps the bigger question, why isn't this natively on Forge and NeoForge? Well, aside from the fact that it needs to have Sodium in order to function, Coder didn't really believe in Forge's toolchain and didn't believe it will allow him to make the mod Iris ended up becoming. So Oculus being the Forge port that needs the Forge port of Sodium in order to work is an ironic twist of fate. Though Iris and Sodium are getting a full port to NeoForge for 1.20.1 and 1.21, so look out for that. Either way, time to wrap it up. Iris was, and still is, a massive step forward in the graphical scene in Minecraft, with Coder laying down the groundwork, with clear goals in mind, with the main one being performance, and thanks to the entire Iris team's effort, Minecraft, yet again, has another foundation to build on, to make the next Iris project even better. And that's why the Minecraft modding scene is so interesting, not only to us but also outsiders. Sure, the mods themselves are cool, but the whole collective taking what the other did and improving themselves, standing on top of the shoulders of giants, is truly amazing. So the next time you're enjoying a beautiful sunset on a Minecraft world, think about how cool it is that this technology exists in this video game. And give a little thanks. I do want to say thanks to both IMS and Dura for lending me their time so I could have accurate information and reviewing the script, so this is as accurate as it can be. And with that, I was Lunar, you are very awesome, and I'll see you next time because holy shit, I am melting. Hey, as always, thank you very much for watching this video, and thank you very much to the YouTube members and the Patreon Pebbles for supporting me on both those platforms. If you're new here, we have YouTube memberships which give you access to bloopers, they give you access to like a special chat in the Discord, and they also give you early access to my videos. Aside from that, I also have a Patreon. If you don't want to spend your money on YouTube, I understand that. Patreon also gives you that special role in the Discord, and it gives you access to all my full-length videos talking with and about mods with other developers from other videos that you might have seen. In either case, thank you very much. I am sweating my balls off. I'll see you guys next time.